Welcome to another Telltale Books video. I'm Greg, and I'm going to be continuing my Arthur C. Clarke series now. We're still very early in his publishing career, 1942. And this is going to be his seventh work, and I am making this video live on YouTube on Arthur C. Clarke's birthday, which happens to coincide with Philip K. Dick's birthday. They both share the birthday of December 16th. And I generally prefer to have something a little more substantial when I'm doing a video on an author's birthday, something a little, more important or better known. But because I'm staying strictly in order of publication, my next work is just a story that Clarke published in fanzines. So this was his seventh published work, published in July of 1942 in a fanzine called The Fantast. And I read this in my copy of the Collected Stories of Arthur C. Clarke, a very nice hardbound edition that has probably more Arthur C. Clarke short stories than you really care about. But if you're a completist of Arthur C. Clarke, that's an indispensable resource, it really is, because this is a story I've never heard of, and hey, it's in there. Never heard of it because it's a fan story, and well, it defies synopsis. The story is titled Whacky, and that is appropriate in just every possible way. This story is wacky. You really don't know what's going on. It doesn't make much sense, and that's the weakness of this story, and why I wish it wouldn't have been next for Arthur C. Clarke landing on his birthday, is that it's so wacky and so weird and so out there that I ended the story not really knowing what went on. I couldn't, and it's been like a week since I read it, and I couldn't tell you today what happened in the story. It is that unstructured. It reads like a really bizarre dream that is just this collection of events that really have nothing to do with one another and really don't make any kind of sense in any real way. Has an ironic ending. I'm not going to spoil it. I think it was probably meant to be humorous, but it wasn't. It was very amateur. I feel Arthur Clarke had already done so much better stories at this time than this one, and I just don't think he ever should have read it. I don't think he ever should have written it. I don't think he ever should have submitted it. I think he should have just not bothered. But he did, and it got published, and so it still exists, and so it's out there, whether anybody likes it or not. This is one of Arthur C. Clarke's stories, and it's just not very good. I cannot recommend it. And that's really all I can say about it. Come back next time when I'll be talking about one of his better known stories. It's interesting that this was published in July of 1942, and as far as I can tell, he didn't write any stories for 4 years when he published Loophole, which will be my next story. And that one is a better known Clarke story, and I think we'll enjoy talking about that. So I hope you'll come back for that. In the meantime, have you read Whacky? What did you think? Is it as worthless as I'm perceiving it to be? And put a like on the video, subscribe to our channel, helps us to attract more people. I know there are a lot of more people out there watching YouTube videos on other channels that haven't discovered Telltale yet, but the people watching them, I know they would like a lot of the content I'm doing. Maybe not Whacky, but probably would enjoy Loophole when I talk about that next time, the next Arthur C. Clarke video, and a lot of the others that I'm talking about, Philip Dick, Harlan Ellison, J.G. Ballard, Edgar Allan Poe, H.P. Lovecraft. There's a lot of people out there that love those things, but they haven't found us yet. If you like and subscribe, you will help boost us to where they will actually know we exist. And then maybe those people will find a channel full of videos that they enjoy. I hope so, anyway. And I'll be here doing them either way, like it or not.